This is Kenya News Update today. What if I told you that in a single pre-dawn raid, an entire cybercrime network was just dismantled? But here's the twist. It wasn't in Lagos or Abuja. It happened right here in West Africa, and it reveals a shocking new battleground in the digital war. Coming up, you'll see how 141 suspects were caught in their sleep, why a landlord is facing charges, and what this massive seizure of tech tells us about the future of crime in our region. The Ghanaian security forces. For months, they've been tracking sophisticated online fraud networks operating right under their noses in the capital, Accra. But here's what nobody's talking about. These weren't small-time scammers. This was a coordinated transnational operation targeting mobile money, romance scams, and even business email compromise across borders. On one quiet morning, everything changed. The operation was intelligence-led. The targets, the suburbs of Lashabai and Tabora. As the city slept, security operatives moved in. Witnesses described systematic raids, doors being breached, and suspects apprehended before they could even reach for their devices. The haul was staggering. But here's the part that will blow your mind. They didn't just arrest the Nigerians allegedly running the scheme. They also detained a Ghanaian landlord. Why? Because he reportedly housed approximately 100 of these suspects. That's right. The crackdown went straight to the source of the operation's infrastructure. The evidence locker tells the real story. 38 laptops, 150 mobile phones, all believed to be tools for a range of cybercrimes from sextortion to wire fraud. Forensic analysis is now peeling back the digital layers on each device, and authorities warn this could lead to even more arrests. This is a decisive action against cybercriminals operating in our country, said a spokesperson for Ghana's security services. While Ghana remains welcoming to law-abiding visitors, anyone engaged in illegal online activity will face swift and thorough enforcement. But here's the twist. This raid is more than just a local police action. It reflects a growing, continent-wide panic. West Africa is increasingly seen as a hub for transnational cybercrime that targets individuals, businesses, and banks across multiple countries. The fear is real, and the response is now becoming militarized. Local residents in the raided neighborhoods expressed relief. For them, the early morning drama was a welcome sign that authorities were finally acting against the shadowy networks they suspected were operating next door. The operation sends a clear signal, said an independent cybersecurity analyst. It highlights the seriousness with which Ghana treats cybercrime and underscores the need for continued vigilance by everyone. Yet, controversy simmers beneath the surface. On one hand, you have a government taking a strong stand to protect its digital space and international reputation. On the other, questions about due process, the scale of the detention, and the potential for strained diplomatic relations with a neighboring giant, Nigeria. The biggest unanswered question? How deep do these networks go? Ghanaian officials stress the country remains open for legitimate business and tourism, urging everyone to report suspicious activity. But this pre-dawn template is expected to be copied across West Africa as governments scramble to curb a borderless crime wave. They seized the laptops, they grabbed the phones, and they rounded up 141 people. Do you think this kind of massive, sweeping crackdown is the right way to fight digital crime, or does it risk crossing a line? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more on the stories shaping our continent.